Real people, real topics, real conversation. It's gonna be okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to It's Gonna Be Okay, my show on mental health, addiction recovery, life, and beautiful testimonies along the way. This next episode is one that I've been keen for a while, another rapper that I interviewed on the radio. On an insane journey lately, from bumming around at his mum's to smoking cones daily to working FIFO and having his own place to live, making incredible music with an album on the way. Welcome to the show, AdoubleZ.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Sweet, bro. And as you know, we did beats, bars and banter. We'll start similar, sort of. We did a bit of a rewind to how you got started in music, but we'll go deeper, further now, for childhood. I know, I think you grew up in Mandurah, wasn't it?
Yeah, bro.
Just take us deeper down to childhood and the teenage years.
Yeah, sweet. So, born in Queensland, come to Mandurah when I was 3 months old with mum. Single parent. Grew up in Mandurah. It wasn't too bad, It wasn't too bad. Just done what we done. I got 2 younger brothers and a younger sister. So, and because mum's disabled too, so it was just like kind of had to grow up quick, real quick, So, but I wouldn't change a thing.
What's the disability that your mum has?
She's got hereditary spinal paraparesis, so the nerves in her spine have pretty much deteriorated.
Oh, wow.
So she, from the waist down, she just can't walk, bro. So, she's been like that for years. I remember when I was younger, like probably 3, 4, I can remember her walking. And then gradually she just got worse and worse.
Just went downhill.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. And then at the start of the show, I mentioned, how you used to live with mum and smoke billies and stuff like that. Would that been in the teenage years? Like, when were you introduced to drugs per se? And was it just weed or?
Yeah, no, I was growing up, it was all around me. But I started smoking weed at 11. Yeah, so I was young and dumb, bro. Just seeing other people doing it, the older boys, thinking I want to be like them. So, yeah, got into the weed at a very young age. The drugs, I never touched any other drug, but I was always surrounded by it. And I think that's the thing that kept that temptation at bay. It's just like, oh, man, like, look what it's done to you. I don't want that to happen to me. So, yeah, bro. So, just the weed for me, man. But, I was on it for years, bro, years and years, and it just controlled my life, so.
Yeah, sweet. And I think in a song just recently, Journey, it popped up in the algorithm. You mentioned, when Journey was dropped, so it's probably longer now, but you're at about 600 days.
Yep.
What would you say the turning point was where it was just like, fuck it, I can't do this anymore, sort of thing?
Yeah, it was weird, man. It was, August 2022. I just got up one day, man. I had half a stick left. And I just looked at it and I was sitting there like getting bumpers out of the ashtray for spin, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this is stupid. Like, I'm 24, still at mum's house over it. So I was like, nah, this is it. So I smoked what I had.
Yeah, obviously.
I wasn't wasting it. Yeah. And then, yeah, bro, as soon as I remember packing my last cone, like scraping the edges, packed it, and I was like, this is the last one. Smashed it back and then just literally put everything in the bowl and just chucked it straight in the bin. Just everything, bro. And then just sat there. It was bloody the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Like,
no, it is hard, yeah.
So hard, bro. Locked myself in my room for probably 2.5 weeks. Just didn't want to socialise, didn't want to do nothing. I wasn't sleeping, like, crazy.
Yeah, first 2 weeks is always rough. And obviously you've been on it for a while now, but has there been slip-ups or anything along the way, or has it just been straight?
Just straight edge, bro. Don't get me wrong, but there are times, especially of late, I'm just like got that urge. I feel that urge, like, building and building, and then just go keep telling myself like, nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like, I got too much to lose these days. Yeah,
especially because you get tested, hey, for your work, which we'll touch on. You went from bumming at mum's on Centrelink with a job provider to FIFO with some pretty crazy swings. I know you just come off a 3-week one, which I appreciate you coming on because it can be quite tiring. What are the pros and cons, you'd say, of now working FIFO and having that lifestyle?
Pros is everything, bro. It opened up so many things for us. What I get I used to get a fortnight of Centrelink. I get more than that a day.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's so good, bro. I got my own place, got a car, I can pay for the album. Just don't have to bum around all the time, you know? But, yeah, the only con side of it that I take out of it is just the balance in the music. Because when I was at mum's house, that's all I'd done is just write. And now that I've got to go to work, it's just like finding that balance, you know?
Yeah.
But other than that, bro, it's sick. So,
Yeah, sweet. And last week, we may as well kick it off now. We introduced a new segment with the Spasmatic episode, where on the day of the episode, I posted a video and a few people commented some questions. I did the same yesterday with a bit of promo for the podcast. That was Friday. Today's Saturday. This drops on a Tuesday. But yeah, we got some questions from the listeners we'll get into.
yeah, sweet.
So Dakota, or DJ from down in Buston, shout out to him, working on a few big things I'll talk more on at the end of the podcast. But he's asked two questions. One of them I actually already asked on Beats, Bars and Banter, but we'll touch on it anyway. But the first one would be, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, or where do you want to be 5 years from now?
Oh, bro, it's a good question because, you know, the last 2 years I finally felt like I've lived life, achieved so much personally in the last 2 years. So, yeah, bro, I wouldn't have a clue, man. Hopefully a couple albums drop, doing more shows. Work, I'm slowly making my way up the ladder as well. You know, I went from a TA to a team leader, and I've supervised a couple of times as well. So, yeah.
No, that's sick. And then he said one question I've already asked, but what advice would you give your younger self, for anyone that missed that episode on the radio?
Oh, bro, advice, just keep your head down, man. Stay away from the wrong people and just invest time in rhymes. Just invest your time. I wish I started earlier because I only started about properly maybe 14, 15-ish. Committed to it about 18. But, yeah, bro, just put your head down, do the right things.
Yeah, sweet. And then my mate Kai that I met over east in Queensland, he said, who was your biggest inspiration and what motivates you for creating banging tunes? His words exactly.
Motivation, maybe, well, it sounds a bit, not mean to float my own boat, but the motivation comes from just myself, bro. I just want to one-up my last project. Just one up, you know. All these other artists around Perth, I don't look at them as competition. It's just like, yeah, they're doing boss things. That's sick. I want to try create my own wave and eventually just like engrave myself into the game as well. Because everyone that does it, it's hard to do, especially to stay consistent as well. So yeah, just motivate myself, bro. And then the inspiration side of it, maybe just my family, man. Like, you know, coming from where we've come from, and you know, all the hurdles everyone's got to jump eventually. But yeah, just try to put food on the table for them.
No, that's some king shit right there. Jay Painter, who you know, he's done your logos up a few times.
Shout out Jay Painter.
He said, how often do you write, it's like a 4-question, but how often do you write lyrics without a beat playing, if at all? If you have, how does it differentiate to writing with a beat? And if you haven't done it, why? And then he finished on I was going to ask it on the show, but someone's already asked it, so that's good. How did you come up with the name AdoubleZ?
All right, sweet. What was his first question?
How often do you write lyrics without a beat playing, if at all?
Yes, sometimes I do it, especially at work on smokos and that. I've got like a tempo in mind or a certain rhyme scheme. So I'm just putting notes in my phone, but I can't say I can sit there and write a whole track without a beat. It's just, for me, it's too difficult.
Yeah.
I need like a beat because that's half the story right there. And then, yeah, I can just weave in and out the lyrics where I need them.
Yeah, sweet. And, you know, how does it differentiate, or how is it different to writing with a beat?
Yeah, personally, it's just with writing to a beat, you've got that almost template. You know, it's like half a house built. You know, you got your concrete pad. Now it's time to build the walls. You know.
Yeah. So
you've got the way you want to go, and some beats you just listen to. You're like, oh, I know what I'm writing about this. You know. So yeah, but in other cases, I've had ideas in mind, but I haven't found the right beat for it. So like that Manja song, I was thinking about it for like months, and I boom finally found the right beat, and it just come out in like half an hour.
Yeah. And then Lockie, also known as MCJC from MCJC Productions. I'm actually signed to their label. Shout out to them.
Represent.
He's got a heap of questions here, so I'm going to bounce between people's questions and just keep coming back to him.
Yeah.
One of the ones that I'm intrigued to know is how long does it take for you to get inspired to write music?
Oh, bro, I'm inspired every second of the day. Like every second of the day, man. And it can take like one word or you know, just one person's action or yeah, it's crazy. Inspiration can come from anywhere, man. And that's the crazy thing about music, especially hip hop. You know, just takes that one moment, and boom, you got a whole page.
Mm. Mm. And one, we're probably going to float on the same sort of wavelength with this question. But how does it make you feel performing on stage?
Oh man, best feeling I've ever felt in my life. Better than any drug, bro. Like, yeah,
it is a natural drug, man.
It's honestly, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, bro. Like, it's so good. Like, leading up to it, I'm really nervous and anxious and stuff, you know. But as soon as you're up there, bro, as soon as you grab that mic and then people are there to see you do your thing, it's just like, yeah, job's on, you know.
Yeah, sweet.
So good.
Sweet. Reese McFarlane, shout out to Soldier Mac, who I had in the first episode. Or not the first, that was Alter, the second episode. And he's very deep in it. But do you believe in Jesus, or have you had an experience with Jesus?
This is like a tricky one because some people ask me how I got the tattoo and stuff. They're like, oh, you know, you believe in Jesus. It's like, look, I don't go to church and worship and I'm not baptized or nothing like that. But I didn't pull myself out of that hole I was in on my own. I know for a fact, you know what I mean? Maybe I had the will to do it, but the energy and you know, as soon as I do it, it was just like a domino effect, like just got easier, you know? So, yeah, I definitely do believe in a higher power maybe, but to section it off in like, you know, certain religions, that's not really me. But, yeah, higher power things definitely, bro. Like, yeah, you want something, the universe will open the doors for you.
Yeah, 100%. And going back to Lockie now, because he has heaps that I want to actually just ask about, but how do you balance music and work life? Or he said, how do you balance your career, which I imagine is music, and work life?
Yeah, no, it's a tricky one. It was hard at first, bro, because all I ever wanted to do was sit at home and just write. But then you eventually, like everything, you just make it work, you know? So, yeah, obviously I go to work for 8 days, come home for 6, and usually just in the studio. You just got to find that balance. But even when I'm at work, I'm writing here and there. I'm writing on napkins because I keep forgetting to bring my book to work, and it's sick, bro. I just got napkins in my room, just bars on them, you know. So
yeah, no, that's
sick. It's sick.
That's sick. He also said, what made you want to write in the first place?
A voice, bro.
Just voice,
just to be heard. You know. Growing up in a single parent household, you know, with everything that was going on, it's just like no one's bloody listening here. You know what I mean? It's like no matter how loud you scream, like no one's hearing us. I was like, stuff it, man. I'm just gonna write what I feel on the paper, and eventually people are gonna listen. You know?
Yeah. No, that's sick. And then last one for the listener questions. Have you ever wanted to travel the world? And if so, what are some places you go to and why?
Oh, bro, I'd go everywhere. Like, I've only been to Bali, Adelaide, Brisbane, like that. That's it. But that's only come after FIFO. You know what I mean? So everywhere, bro. I've been getting hell into like Graham Hancock series, Ancient Apocalypse on Netflix. There, just all them old ruins, bro. it's like that's human history right there. It's just it's so intriguing, bro.
Yeah, fully. And considering the show's on mental health and you work FIFO and stuff, I've seen a few fall victim to real mental health, like proper. I've seen a few people FIFO take their lives and stuff. For you know, your mates that might listen that do FIFO or whatever, what are some ways you keep yourself grounded when things do get depressing, when those four walls are caving in on you? What are some things you do to keep yourself grounded? while you're up there.
Just remember why you've done it in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, personally for me, it's just like, you got the generic things. I got bills to pay, I got rent to pay, but that's also added stress. You know what I mean? But for me personally, man, you do got to be headstrong. Most of the fellas and ladies up there have got families, so they're working for their family. But me personally, I'm just working because it's, you know, the money's good. It pays for my album. When I'm home, I got stuff to look forward to. You know what I mean? So for me, like, don't get me wrong. There are days where I'm just don't even want to pick up a tool, man. I'm just over it. Nah, send me home kind of thing, you know. But you just kind of work your way out of it. The crew we work with is an awesome crew. Shout out to those guys. They're sick, man. Just, you know, always laughing and joking. And it does make it easier because you are so far away from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you at multiple sites, or what site are you at?
When I started with Link Force for a year, so I was all over the Pilbara, everywhere. And then, one of the supervisors there, I think I was out at Yandy at the time, and one of the supervisors like, hey, you know, one of my mates from school, he's looking for a offsider. I was like, yeah, sign me up. You know what I mean? So went for an interview. Shout out to Russ. Went for an interview and then, flew us out to Carrara. So it's only 2.5 hours east of Gero and 40-minute flight from Perth. So it's sick. As soon as you get comfy, you're jumping off the plane again. But, been there for just over a year now, based at that one site. Yeah, it's dope, bro.
Yeah, that's sick. And obviously there's heaps of perks. I've done FIFO before, but I left for reasons, and then I sort of did FIFO where I was like pretty much backpacking but FIFO, so 6 months at a place and then fly to the next place sort of thing.
Yep.
So I know what it's all about. Good food, good people. If you land a good site, it's something special. But can you see yourself in it forever, or how would you see yourself getting out? Obviously with music eventually, or have you got other projects?
Yeah, no, music's always the goal. But obviously, you know, it's somewhat the luck of the draw. It depends how much hard work you want to put into it. But I don't see myself doing it forever. You know, my plan for the next year is I want to save up for a van or something, do it up and drive around Australia. You know, take like a year off and just travel because I know I've always got contacts back there anyway, so I can always just go back, chuck the shirt back on.
Yeah, sick.
And continue to it. But for now, I'm running this crew that I've got, so just teaching them the ins and outs, you know. They're good to work with as well, so I kind of just take it week by week, bro. You know, I might wake up next week like, oh, yeah, I might just go on holiday, you know, so see what happens.
Yeah. And, you know, you were speaking on a van, which there's a lot of Facebook groups and stuff as well. You don't have to build it yourself. It already comes pre-built.
Yeah.
But once you do get the van, are there some dream locations in Australia you'd want to visit, or?
Oh, I kind of just want to do the lap, bro. You know, and there might be when I look into it a bit more and see where I actually want to stop and sightsee and all that stuff. But yeah, I just got the urge just to jump in and just drive. Yeah, just drive, see where I end up.
Yeah, that's it. It's definitely fun, good time. We'll touch more on music because there's some exciting things coming up, and there's some exciting things that have happened in the last few months that I've been lucky enough to come see you for. So you did the battles. We both dropped the first round.
Yeah. Shout out to Alta.
Yeah, shout out to him for winning.
Yeah.
We both got knocked out the first round, and then you did Misk, was it? Yeah, that's where I bumped into you at Misk.
Yeah, that was dope as, man.
And that's at Old Habits, which, funnily enough, you've got something coming up at Old Habits in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, 23rd of November. Myself and a bunch of other dope artists will be supporting NJE. He's from Sydney. He's an old head. Been doing it for probably longer than I've been around, you know. So, it'll be sick to welcome him to Perth. Hopefully, no dramas kick off because it's, you know, there's a lot on us because Perth don't really get anything like, we get stuff, but most artists just travel the East Coast.
Yeah. So, I feel like after Kev, at the Cogs, I think that's just what completely fucked it for us.
It's annoying, bro, because there is a healthy scene over here too. So 23rd of November, opening up for don't even know how the lineup's going to go, but yeah, supporting him. It's going to be a boss night. Can't wait.
Yeah, that's at Old Habits in West Perth, literally around the corner.
Yeah.
So Make sure you get down. Tickets 25.
Yeah, cheap as chips, bro.
25, or does it go up at the door, or is it just flat 25?
$25. I think they're 30 at the door. But if you jump online and use the code ADoubles, you'll get off 10%.
Yeah, and I saw an NJ status the other day. It's over 50%
Yeah.
sold now, which is sick.
Yeah.
So definitely get in quick because that venue, once it's packed, it's good. It's very good once it's
Yeah,
packed.
bro. Yeah, got a good lineup of artists too.
Yeah, no, I've seen that venue sold out and it's sick. So, yeah. And the album, let's talk on the album. Basically, what's the general, I don't know how to say it, topic, I guess, or what are you mainly touching on in the album? When can we expect the album? And will there be like a launch or anything like that?
Yeah, no, I do want to have a launch. I want to do a couple of launches, try to get the Perth one, Mandurah one, and try to go down to Bunno as well. Sort something out with the brother Hesh.
Yeah.
As of topic-wise, it's weird because it's like pretty much everything I've wrote since being sober, and it's just like I'm calling it alchemy. So it's like from nothing to something, and there's I honestly think there's a track for everyone on there. There is some like depressing kind of tracks, but there's also just like the Phoenix out the ashes type tracks, and there's one with the brother Jay Painter called Family Man, and that's just like a family track, So there's a bit of everything, man. I'm really keen to drop it. I have been slack the last couple of months, just with work and life and stuff. So my goal was to drop it October, but that ain't happening. So yeah, hopefully early in the new year, because I just want to perfect it. You know what I mean? Because once it's out, it's out.
Yeah, and those that'll get it.
Yeah,
So I'm keen for it to come, but
no, thanks.
If you want it to be perfect, then give it some time.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I've been working with Rob Shaker, man, and he's boss.
Yeah,
he's good, bro.
He's dope as. And we'll touch more. We'll go back on the addiction to pot. And I asked Alter this one, which blew me away. But for someone that may be listening who has a family member, a friend, or a cousin or whatever in that sort of addiction, what are some kind words of comfort you'd give to them through the struggle of watching their loved one pretty much decay?
Just be there, I suppose, bro. But I also say these things, and some of the boys that I know as well, they're still stuck in that cycle, and it's like, like we can plant the seed, there's doors here for you, just get off it, piss clean, and there's doors. But you no matter how much times you plant the seed, bro, it's up to them to water it. And, eventually it's just like, look, I'm here for you, I'm here for you, but there's a time you just got to be like, come on, bro. It's now down to you.
Mm.
But it on the flip side, though, it is really hard to just walk away from someone you love so much, even though the drug side is just like deteriorating them. But yeah, bro, that's kind of a tricky one because everyone's different. Some days I look at people on drugs like, oh, stay away from me, I don't want nothing to do with you. But then the empathy side of me is like, no, you come from there too. Like, you know what it's like, you know how hard it is. But yeah.
And the stigma as well, I feel like, especially amongst the boomers and the Gen X and the older generation, of like once an addict, always an addict.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not fucking true. Like.
And bro, I've known people that were just hard on it, bro. That's all they knew, and they've just completely done just complete 180, and now they're just like living life, got families and stable jobs. It's like it can be done, man. It can be done, but not only are you quitting drugs, you're quitting the life. You're quitting your friend circle. You're quitting your daily habits. It's not as easy as just like, oh, I'm just not gonna touch it no more. You're literally throwing away your whole bloody life. And then the hardest part, I think the hardest part about getting out is not quitting and having the urges. It's finding out who you actually are as a person. Because obviously when you're on the drugs, you're just like a robot almost. You're just doing it, get your quick hit and then get on with your day. But who are you as your person? And that was the hardest thing for me too. I'm still figuring it out. Well, I don't know, bro. I'm still figuring it out, but yeah.
Yeah, no, massive. We'll go more on music. on beats, bars, and banter, I sort of asked this question, but we're going to go deeper. You've obviously been listening to music. I think your uncle or someone like that introduced you
Yeah.
to a set of drums.
No, guitar.
Guitar?
Yep,
All
yep.
right, so, and so if you've definitely got a wide music taste, top 5 all time.
All time, bro.
Any genre, doesn't have to be hip hop.
Okay.
Any
okay.
genre, any band, anything. Top 5.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Well, I gotta go. The Angels. I grew up listening to the Angels. Mum loves them, man. So they're somewhere there. Oh, personally, Eminem's like king for me. He's always been there. So yeah, Angels, Eminem. I love that old school music, like, you know, the Benny Kings and the stuff like that. That's just soul music for me, man. But see, it depends. It depends. Like, even lately, I've been inspired by, you know, Teddy Swims and Chris Stapleton and stuff like that too.
Nice.
So it's honestly, bro, it's all over the place. But yeah, I'll have to do like the Angels, Eminem, say the Benny Kings and stuff like that. Teenage Years Cursor, man, like Cursor all day, every day. I was actually bumping him just before I was rocking up here, and yeah, probably Method Man as well. Probably Method. He's just a dope artist.
Yeah, sweet. And you had quite the milestone just recently, and I was reminded by the hat, but you went over east to see a family member for the first time.
Yep.
Is it for the first time ever or for the
yeah.
first time ever? Wow.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Crazy, bro. Honestly, crazy, man. Like, it was my father. So I've been speaking to my older brother, which I never met either. So I was like, yeah, I'm coming over, you know. So fly over there all on my own. I was staying in Brizzy, and then I drove up to Bundaberg, 3.5 hour drive up to Bundy there. And yeah, bro, just met him and just had some decent yarns. And it was very overwhelming because, you know, I could walk past them in the street, wouldn't know who they are. So yeah, so I met my dad, his wife, her parents, and then like my brother, his girlfriend. I got 2 nieces. Oh, it was just crazy, bro. And then driving back to Brizzy afterwards, I was like, man, what just happened, you know?
Yeah.
But
Because they live in Bundy, or
yeah, but it's a bit of a weird one, bro. Like, you know, it's crazy because like your whole life you got all these questions, and then you like, I got there and I had nothing. You know, it was just weird. It was just weird. I still think about it now. It's just like,
And then obviously getting to see your team win in the hometown.
Oh,
is
bro,
sick.
that was killer, man. I'm telling you, that was so good, bro. I was at the local pub, just up the road, and yeah, full of Brizzy supporters.
Yeah.
And it was just killer, bro. I was so happy, man. Like definitely like one of the best days of my life. Just witnessing that. And, you know, I know it's only football and stuff like that, but yeah, that was sick.
No, that's sick. And Brisbane Lions supporter, who'd you say top 3 all time?
Oh, Brizzy players, man. I got John O'Brien, Simon Black. Oh, see, it's hard to go past the glory days. Yeah, maybe John O'Brien, Simon Black, and I'm going to chuck, say, Dane Zorko in there because he's been with us the last, say, 12 years, I think it is.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, but that whole team stacks, bro. It's killer.
Sick, man, sick. And we'll just go back to music. You've actually prepared for me some backing tracks, I think, on the laptop because we're using your laptop. Should we be able to find them? We're going to be doing another live performance. I don't have, as you guys can probably tell, I don't have a script for this. It just goes how the conversation goes, but I always like to finish it with a live performance if I've got a musician on. So I appreciate you jumping on.
Easy, bro.
We'll just smash it out in a sec. So go to the toilet and we'll be back in a second.
Yeah, sweet, bro.
Kicking it off with Wicked Thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, bro. Let's smash it.
Let's do it, bro.
Unreleased, I believe.
Yeah, this is the album.
You're hearing it here first, guys.
Yep. Let's go.
Keen for this. Let's go.
Just a shout out to the listeners. Everything will be okay, as you know. Let's get it. Yeah, hey, I'm stuck, trapped inside, right at the back of this active mind. I'm acting fine, but I hide what I do feel. Sacrifice, but I find that I'm still ill. I quit these bills, but I still pay. Gotta stay in check like bills paid. Used to be in debt and still chains. Surrounded by chains like steel cage. I'm fighting the thoughts. If life was a wife, I file a divorce. So violent, raw, ain't finding support. It's only calm at the eye of the storm. I sit on my own, just like an orphan. Voices around me, sick of them talking, stuck in my head. I kinda bought them, fucking me over, just like a foursome. I wanna pause them, not to applaud them. Too many dogs high-fiving their paws, and it's my fault. Shit with the choices, just blame me for sipping the poison. Sick of the noises, I can't avoid it. Laughing and pointing, I need the clairvoyant, flamboyant to use all I need to enjoy it. My mind is a mine, and let mine and destroy it. Bang, I wanna explode like an IED and let go. Hit them with the best flow, hit them with the death note, hit them with the whip. Like tempo, will I ever quit or something? Nah, heck no. I'll commit to a chick and get grown. Though 1 minute she XO, neck me. So maybe it's me. Yeah, I'm stuck with these wicked thoughts. Stuck with these wicked thoughts. Wicked thoughts. Yeah, I'm trapped with these wicked thoughts. Trapped with these wicked thoughts. Wicked thoughts. Yeah, I'm stuck with these wicked thoughts. Stuck with these wicked thoughts. Wicked thoughts. Yeah, I'm trapped. Hey, I'm trapped. Yeah, stuck in the daydream, stuck in the rut, and as bad as it may seem, I'm the big bad wolf in a huff and a puff, cause I've had enough of the mainstream. So get ready for AZ. The ink that I print got me feeling like a king in the making. Shit, I've been waiting to dethrone this crown, is mine for the taking. Yeah, like the bridge in Sydney, I'm a harbour, the thoughts that are with me. I'm starting the war, I'm a target them all, like a house of cards in the winner. They're gonna fall, making me cool. I'm out of my show, so I'm egging them on and I'm flipping them off. My fingers are off, like giving the bird absurd. I ain't gonna stop, patiently waiting and taking the steps that I need to achieve to succeed at the top. Dropping my rage on the page, the voice in my brain deranged. I needed to drop all these negative thoughts at enemies. All could distort the portion, better be used to better me. Who can better me? I'm assuming I will lose if I let them be. All this booze I abuse ain't meant for me. Still I use it, consume till it gets to me. A few screws loose, lost in this head to me. To reboot my energy, yeah, I'm changing my ways. Slowly but surely I'm making a change. From hopeless and corny, broke, living poorly, to focus and now cementing my name though, is it? Yeah, I'm stuck with these wicked thoughts. Stuck with these wicked thoughts. Wicked thoughts. Yeah, I'm trapped with these wicked thoughts. Trapped with these wicked thoughts. Wicked thoughts. Yeah, I'm stuck with these wicked thoughts. Stuck with these wicked thoughts. Wicked thoughts. Yeah, I'm trapped with these wicked thoughts. Trapped with these wicked thoughts.
Oh, right. Came for that one to actually drop. You heard it here first. Wicked Thoughts by AdoubleZ. We're not stopping there though. Another one off our album, bro.
Yeah, this one was off the album too, bro. Yep. Shout out to Suspect Projects on the beat.
Over in Cairns, what a legend.
Yeah, he's dope, bro. He's actually dope.
Yeah, sweet, bro. Winds of Change was the name of the beat. There's Something in the Wind is the name of the song, eh? On the album as well.
Yep.
We got a little album preview on. It's
Yeah.
gonna be okay. That's mad.
Let's go, bro.
Thanks for sharing with us, brother.
All good, bro.
You have
All
a
good.
moment where you can go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen.
Yeah, it'll never happen if you were to give up now. Why would you want to quit? Why would you let you down? Why would you turn around? Why turn your back on you? Is it 'cause you're full of doubt and people, they ain't backing you? It doesn't matter, they're full of shit. Go and punch their bladder. Better yet, keep on moving forward. Go and climb that ladder. Do not let them get into the head that is on your shoulders. With the weight of their opinion, you will carry boulders. You better keep your eyes on the prize when the darkness takes you by surprise, like the sky has departed. So stay aligned, keep your mind on the target. 'Cause the minute that you stumbles when it gets the hardest. Trust me when I say that the danger's the enemies that will beat you down to the ground till you're very weak. It's your friends and family, it's your dearest memories, because you're giving up who you are for better things, yeah. There is something in the wind telling me I'm a win, 'cause there is something in the trees telling me I'ma be free. If you're taking drugs, tell me, would you take advice? Maybe you just need a hug, is that why you were getting high? How can you say you're fine when you're only getting by? Sever every tie you ever had just to feel alive. Every day you sacrifice life, you would need help. Stick another needle in your arm just to feel yourself. Smoke another pipe, pop a pill to numb the pain. Looking in the mirror and that person doesn't know your name. What a shame, would you change if you had to? And break from the chains to escape all the bad moods. And if you don't, then your grave, it will catch you. Never be afraid to break free like a cashew. This is sad truth, this is reality. Are you happy being a statistic to a casualty? If you aren't, then you better make a change now, before it's too late. Lights out, face down, yeah. There is something in the wind telling me I'm a win, cause there is something in the trees telling me I'ma be free. Yeah, so believe me when I say that it was rock bottom that I climbed out. But some brothers, yeah, the rock got them. This is not Gotham, but being sober is not common. With their eyes closed, not I did. They are hot, shot on with the light globe. They're like moths, the lot flocker. They ain't hydro, it's white snow in their top pocket. And they're not stopping, it's just the inner fiend being summoned by a beast. Too late to intervene, and it's fucking sad. Punching bucket bongs in the bucket hat. Used to be the same, but look, I was a gutter rat living at my mother's house, bumming off what she had. Looking in the mirror and thinking it has got your ass, so better make a change now. Do not rip your brain now. Put the pen to page now. Brainstorm what rains out. Go and spit the pain out. Clouds go away now. If you want to change for the best, there's a way, yeah.
Oof. Tell him.
There is something in the wind telling me I'm a win, cause there is something in the trees telling me I'ma be free.
That's that legend, bro. Album preview on It's Gonna Be Okay. Legendary. Thanks for jumping on the show, man. We'll finish it with just one thing. What's your message to the world, bro?
Be who you are, bro. Be who you are. Don't confine to no one's expectations of yourself. Just be who you be, bro. The right people will gravitate to you, and that's all there is to it.
Sweet. That's AdoubleZ, guys. Find him on Instagram. What's that?
Yeah, at AdoubleZ_6210. Facebook, the same thing. Yeah, all major platforms, I'll be there.
Yeah, go and get keen for the album release, and thank you again for jumping on, brother.
Thank you, bro.
Legend.